Welcome back to World of Warcraft. We're continuing on with our warrior on the official hardcore servers, and we have time for one more dungeon tonight. This time it's going to be a Razor Fin Crawl, and we're gonna be tanking. We have a warlock, a shaman, not sure if they're elemental or enhancement, and Holy Shield is going to be our healer, level 33 priest. We've got our shield on, we should be good. Even picked up the items for the unique quest in there with the Snuffle Nose Gophers. We're gonna need, I think, 6 tubers. We're gonna get them. But even if we don't, we're gonna have another chance to do this dungeon tomorrow, which I am looking forward to, because it's gonna be good for experience either way. So here we are. And these are 23. I think we can just go through them. Got Battle Shout. Oh, and they need the quest. I can share that right now. Yeah, so that should probably cover everything. We do have a quest from the Undercity about the guano. And there's also a quest to pick up inside the dungeon, but we're gonna have to kill the final boss for that. And that is the crone at the very end. I was starting to worry that the game had crashed, but it was just a very slow loading screen. The mage is gonna need some mana. These enemies are 26. That's fine. Let's give them a minute to drink. That was a Wind Fury. There was another Wind Fury prod. One of the benefits of having a shaman. There's another handler. The boar is not actually that tough. A warrior. Considering the fact that these enemies are level 25, I'm guessing that there's going to be a lot of variance between these enemies, because I know that in Classic the final boss is going to be level 34. Need a Battle Shout. Yeah, we're good. We're above the trench where you normally do the escort quest, and this is because we're gonna do a warrior quest here. To get a decent chest piece, it's called the Brutal Armor. We're gonna need a file of a special material here. We do have some smoky iron. We do have the plain iron. And the final piece is going to come from the mines in Hillspread, which we'll probably do tomorrow. I think we're strong enough. A word of advice if you're playing hardcore and you have to deal with the 24-hour dungeon lockout, try to do your, well, try to plan your dungeon runs as early in the day as possible, because the reset happens around 7 in the morning. I'm talking about server time. It might be 6 in the morning server time. So by afternoon, most people who want to do dungeons are already saved, essentially, and it becomes increasingly more difficult to find people because everyone's already saved in that instance. And this is Rugug. It's a funny name, but these are Quillbore. It's to be expected. We are chained with ice. Thankfully, these are not linked. But that being said, because you have to bring higher level people with you, since the later bosses are significantly higher, these are almost an afterthought at this point. Because they start at 25, 27... The Viking sword. That's the file that we need. Perfect. Logiston. Special thank you to each of our friends here for coming here with us and helping us get some decent armor. Well, we could jump down, come to think of it. But I guess we're gonna clear here either way. I don't know if they want to do the escort, but I'm going to assume yes. Even if they don't, it's not a big deal. We're gonna have another chance to run Raise of Encroll tomorrow. Perhaps even the day after. But when it comes down to dungeon design, I think the improvements in the Burning Crusade were actually pretty well thought out. Because by the time you're able to run a dungeon in its entirety, the first part is going to offer very little experience, if any at all. It makes everything a bit more awkward to run. Yeah, this place is a great source of silk. I must say the Wind Fury animation is really bizarre. I'm pretty sure it was changed at some point, but you can see the character looks like as if they're casting a spell almost. Our mage is feeling bold enough to use AoE. Unfortunately, we have no way to make AoE threat. We're struggling with single target threat. When it comes down to AoE, yeah, forget it. You are in the wrong expansion for that. Remember to do blue lift tubers. Yep. It's actually the trends at the end where the magic happens. The Slayer's cuffs. Are these better than what I have? Yes. Okay, not what I expected to find here, but it's still an upgrade. I think the Hex Bracers, which are honestly a pretty solid piece, come from one of the quests that send you to Stone Talon Peak. Of course, we have no raids to do anything. Right, but now what? We have 3 possible paths. I'm going to assume that they want us to kill every boss here. And look at that. The Beastmaster is level 31. Sudden spike in level range. These continue to be around 27 and 28. That's a stealth enemy. Okay, and it doesn't really matter. We do out-level this first part of the dungeon to the point where I don't think most people are paying attention at this point. They're on autopilot. Got some cutthroats, armed guards. Did manage to interrupt the mana burn. We should definitely keep our eyes open for this. Greatly increases downtime. It's not the Geomancers, it's actually the Death Hands Acolytes that cast mana burn. They also cast Renew. That's the Acolyte. And a healing potion. So this is going to be the Death Speaker Zargba. Level 30 elite. Yep, we got a fear going on the shaman. Could try disarming him. I wonder if it's even good. Someone leveled up. Who was it? The Death Speaker Robes. So this is a green item in Classic. Was probably our mage. He did mention that he was close to leveling. And apparently he gets the rank, the next rank of Frostbolt. Yeah, it would have been nice to have it here, but I'm optimistic about this run. People seem to know what they're doing, which is enough most of the time. Unless you're doing something like Namragan. In the previous episode we had someone whispering us about running that dungeon. I don't know. You would have to be downright masochistic to do that, especially in Classic. And in a hardcore setting. 9 points of spirit. Everybody's favorite stat. Okay, that was probably a stun. It's a good idea to interrupt it. Windfall Fury for everybody. So we have Thorn Curse, Agam Thorn Curse, who is also level 30. Boar Spirit. It's... oh, it is an elite. $2,000 experience, but we didn't get anything. Come to think of it, he didn't always drop an item. Maybe it's not guaranteed even in class. Well, Good loot, yep. I never actually asked the warlock why he was interested in doing this dungeon. So essentially now we're past level 30 enemies. The first part was actually 25 to 30. Of course, the loot from the first two bosses was essentially non-existent. So if you're doing RFK, you're probably doing it to get the final two bosses. Speaking of bosses, I want to try and pull these sages before we do this boss. So how are we doing our mana? We're doing okay on mana. Let's go.
Victory for Gabagan.
Got the polymorph. Yeah, I managed to disarm. Can't really say how much difference it's going to make. It's not exactly clear. The Whirling Barrage. Okay. And we got decent polearm. And more importantly, the Tuscan Helm. Spirit Tap does not work in dungeons. I think he's talking about... yeah. He's talking about the... on-kill effect. Right, I got that polearm because we're gonna use it as our two-handed weapon. We were pretty lucky to get the helmet here. 9 points of strength, 8 points of agility. Definitely use some rage right now. Oh, and I cannot really use it. I just realized it's actually... the name is displayed in red. We're gonna have to work out... I think it was a gold piece when we're back in the Undercity. Yeah, we got 3 totems already. What's going on here? They're bypassing the totem limit. That's cheating. The Wicked Chain Cloak. It's honestly not better than what we've got. Yeah, our priest is actually obsessed with blue leaf tubers. The problem with these pets is that they have a really bizarre pathing, and I've seen them aggro enemies from really far away. That is a rare elite. What did we do here? So it's basically running around and casting spells. Not what I expected. The Wind Spirit Staff. Priest rolled 99, however the chest is locked. Yeah, I think they're just making fun of him at this point. So, should we clear these? Let's do it. One less thing to worry about. And of course there's a stalker. Shaman was actually tempted by the staff. He's probably using a green weapon. Let me check this out. The Brood Hammer. He definitely needs a weapon upgrade. Let's wait a bit. The priest needs some mana. So does the mage. Well, the mage always needs mana, so it's not exactly something that should disrupt our run. We've got the blood of a Gamagan. Okay, let's hope these Gophers don't aggro anything. It would be a horrible end to this character. Dying to someone trying to speed up the Blue Leaf Tubers quest. Hey, that is an iron deposit. Could definitely use some iron. And more importantly, could use some skill increase. That's the chain lightning. I need a moment for a rebuff. I agree. We're gonna give him a moment. You tend to get carried away as a warrior, because you don't actually need to drink or eat, especially in dungeons, where someone's responsible for healing you. Another glorious Wind Fury proc. Did we miss a quest item? Yep, there we go. Yeah, Mage is confused. I think they want Arcane Intellect. I can roll for this one. Okay, there we go. Guardians, and we have the Head Seer. That was a bit messy. Should I be pulling these? I guess it doesn't really matter. Right, and these are level 15 for some reason. It's another bizarre quirk. The mage is going to need mana, he's actually empty. And that is a level 33 beast. And we got the Ferrin leggings. Yeah, solid piece. It's actually even better in the later versions. Gives you 13 points, I think, of agility and strength. Good to see that our shaman is getting geared up. He needs a weapon, really, but the iconic weapon of this place didn't actually drop. Maybe tomorrow. Mine. And that brings us to 156. Okay, how about some heavy stones? We definitely need a lot of stones because we're making blasting powder. What? I was trying to use a ranged attack. Did I click the wrong button? Alright. My excuse is that it's getting late. The whip with recurve bow, it's actually better than the ooh, and a leaden mace of healing. .8. Yeah, doesn't really matter. 3 points of DPS. I would rather someone win the bow and sell it to a hunter, or basically someone that could get a real benefit out of it. We've got a bat. Okay, let's leave these alone. We've got 2 more pulls and then it's time for the final boss. Forgot her name. Rain of fire, we've got gain explosions. Bat? Which bat? Okay. Is there a unique reward here? Other than me getting silenced? Well, the normal ones also silence. Lesser healing potion. And this is Charga Laser, not Laser, Laser Flank. Our new name.
Troublesome whelps! I'll teach you to interfere!
How about we make her come down here? Hmm? No. Can't really interrupt these.
You outsiders will pay for encroaching on our land! Bah! My power rules here! Our new allies will avenge us!
And we... Is that an act? Oh my god. Okay, that is definitely an incredible upgrade. What is going on? Okay, never mind. We don't actually need Corpse Maker anymore. And we can replace the sword. Okay, we're getting kitted up here. Wait, what am I doing? We don't have the skill for it. I can't even believe it. Did we just loot a 24 DPS one-handed axe? We're in a net. Okay. Honestly, how is that mage aggroing those? There's absolutely no reason he should have threat there. Is he an elf? I don't think he's lying down to sleep. Allowbrook. Interesting, is the goblin an alliance quest as well? Or do they get their own escort? Do we have a room in our quest log? Can also... Okay, that's a small scroll. We need to use the crate with holes. Okay, I think my critter managed to sniff something. No. Oh, there it is. But now what? Yep, definitely sniffed something. And we've got even more iron. Total of 4 veins here, 4 deposits. $158. So coming here is definitely an option if you want to level mining. Okay, and we're at 4 out of 6. We don't really want to run too far ahead because maybe the escort will fail if you drag Wheelix too far forward. He's immediately going to run back, and okay, that was... These are probably scripted, right? They weren't there before. Crystal bark blouse. Wait, is it actually a blouse? We have to... Hold on. We need to be out of combat. I think. Yep. Okay. Look at the design of that axe. I don't think I've seen anything before. So it's essentially a stick with 30 pointy teeth attached to it. I can see the exit, and also the vine that we used to... Whoa? What? But what just happened? Right, crisis averted. How long have we been in this trance? Over 10 minutes, I believe. Definitely the worst part of the instance. But I think they're getting impatient.
Hey, how you doing?
Glimmering shard. I think the priest has been disenchanting a lot of gear. One of the unique interactions with enchanting in Classic is that you don't really need any skill to disenchant items. Doesn't matter if it's a level 5 green or an epic item from Naxxramas or Molten Core.
Time is money, friend.
And I think we're close to the end. We might need to grab a tuber or two, but that's all right. So Wheelix is out.
What's up?
We're going to grab what? The tiger band? Sure.
Be good.
And we need how many tubers? 2 more. Let's do it now. I doubt we're gonna have any respawns. But you never know. Thank you to our group members here for a solid run. The Warlock definitely made everything easier, being level 37. And now we know that, you know, at around level 31 to 32, you're gonna have no problems in this place. But realistically, you don't want to be lower than that. Unless you really know what you're doing. So my gopher sniffed, I think it sniffed the final tuber. And that is it. I'm going to end the episode here. That was actually a blast. Really glad I decided not to log out for the night and do Rise of Crawl tonight. We're gonna try again tomorrow, I believe. The experience here was, you know, not as good as I expected. But that is on account on having a Warlock at level 37, which means we did get a penalty on experience, at least for the first part of the dungeon. And the Unholy Alliance. Huh. My lady. You know very well what it is we are offering. The opportunity for you to take the Barrens and the land beyond is a great one. So this actually was addressed to the crone. Already forgot her name. Yeah. How are we going to complete these? I guess go back to Ratchet and probably fly to Mulgore before we use a Zeppelin for the Undercity. And that's gonna conclude all the quests. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the dungeon run, and I'll see you in the next part.